Wait, well, not that one.
なんでそっちのと一緒じゃん。違うといえばちょっと古いのと。ページがなんかパリパリ。
What the fuck? What's going on YouTube? My name is VitaminDStain and welcome back to some Kinkoi Golden Loveriche. If you have not seen the first episode of this series, go ahead and watch it. It's going to be on your left-hand my left-hand corner, your right-hand corner right here. Go ahead and watch it. I'll be waiting for you right here. And if you do happen to enjoy this video, consider hitting that like and subscribing if you have not. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. I do not want to waste any time today. Here we go. Phew. I managed to make it until lunch break. I was beat.
これで半日終了ですね。いかがでしたか、オール君。初めてのノーブル学園
How
の授
should
業。
I put it? Everything, more or less, went over my head.
我が校は偏差値70を少し超えるところですから、慣れないうちは戸惑うやもしれませんね。
Maybe that's why I couldn't keep up. To be perfectly blunt, my old school had terrible test scores. I couldn't retain anything the teacher said.
そうですか。それが僕の教科書をたった3時間で落書きだらけにした理由で。
Sorry, I was bored.
困りますよ、オール君。いくら庶民とはいえ、そちらも礼儀ですね。
But I couldn't stop mid-doodle. Weren't you watching me and giggling anyway?
それは。
Come on, Kikuchiyo. Kikuchiyo? I think I'm saying that right. Kikuchiyo. Look at this doodle of Ishikawa Takubokubo. Oh my god. These Japanese names. The Japanese names in this game specifically, they're funky. I have a lot more trouble pronouncing that. Come on, Kikuchiyo. Look at this doodle of Ishikawa Takuboku's faces. Face.
いいか、僕としたことが偉人の顔を笑うなどと貴族の風上にも。
Okay, sure. Hello, I'm the new Ishikawa Takuboko.
すっかり菊千代くんと仲良くなったわね。
Yeah.
いえ、消しゴム。ああ、キュリー夫人が裸に。
あー、キュリー夫人って横向いてるから胴体書き足す系の落書きは腕の見せ所だよね。
Drawing Ishikawa Takuboku's smooth face is a piece of cake, but this takes real talent. Pretty good, huh?
うまいとか、それよりなぜ裸なんです？
Because her clothes were a pain.
おっぱいがおば
What the fuck? Is he okay? Off he went. What a weird guy.
予想はしていたけど、オールは友達を作るのが得意ね。私が間に入るより先に仲良しさんが増えちゃうなんて。
It helps that he doesn't complain about anything I do. Besides,
また仲良さそうに。
not the take a dump on himself guy again.
一末目。
我が子を切ってのノーブル、六音寺くんにまで慣れ慣れしくしていたわよ。
The most noble man in our school? Interesting. Other than Kikuchiyo, my classmate's mood was less than stellar. With half a day elapsed, two distinct set of eyes were directed at me whenever he had a break. We had a break, and I spoke with Sylvie. The first set of eyes, which belonged to Reina and Kikuchiyo, were favorable. They weren't entirely sold on me yet, but I couldn't be all bad if Sylvie liked me. The second sort of eyes were harsh. My classmates saw me as nothing more than an annoying commoner trying to butter up Princess Sylvia. What a pain in the butt. Well, this was only my first day. Maybe I could turn things around.
それよりシルビー、今日はどうする？わかってる？今日こそメロンパン日和だわ。なんだよ、また行きたいのかよ。参りましょう。なりません。
Oh.
昨日あれほど申し上げたではありませんか。学則はこの学校に通う限り絶対のもの。破ることは王室の品格にも関わってくると。
それはでもメロンパンが。ああ、エルチンおこだね、おここだね。しゃあないシルビー、今日は諦めなよ。私一人で行ってくるから。今日はビッグナックかな。
こーら。
いたいた。 髪引っ張んなっつに。
Jeez.
妃殿にまで王室の品格を求めるつもりはない。だが学則の違反は進められません。
ビッグマックの気分なのに。
なりません。ほら参りますよ。食堂の席は確保してあります。
仕方ないわね。あら、お昼ご飯はどうするかしら。
I brought my own, so I can eat whenever
さ
or
あ、
wherever.
気が向いたら食堂に来て一緒に食べましょう。
Sure. Off they went. Oh, I need to pause right there. I need to say something. There's some routes in this game as well, and I have no idea how they work. I don't know if there's a common route. I don't know if there's like a flow chart like in Cabbage Tale. I don't know, but if anyone has tips, I'd be more than happy to know about them. Might even just hit up to Google anyways, but you know, it'd be nice to know if someone knows, you know? Now then, now that everyone I considered a friend had left. Ugh, her again. Oh. For some reason, there seemed to be more girls nearby. They appeared to be gathering around Yogasaki, who sat near me, and were exerting some strong winds in my direction.
なんだか今日は食欲がそがれるわね。薄汚い匂いがどこからか漂ってくる。そうよね。
They're not talking about me, are they?
ですわね。
マストで気になるわ。
Ugh.
あら、市松さん、いらしたんですか？お昼ご飯はどこで？私たち、今からここで食べるんです。にしても見てください、窓の外。今日はとてもいい天気。
She's gonna push this, isn't she?
どこで食べても美味しいでしょうね。
Yep. The harsh reality of my new school life had fully sunk in within a half day of transferring in. Everything was all well and good as long as I scribbled the day away, but the real danger was apparently their embrace. Where the heck was I supposed to go? Ooh. I must say, I really like the animations in this visual novel. Like, yeah, the dialogue in the text speech may be annoying, but I could really appreciate the animation, the look. It looks really, really good. Cafe style looks really good too, but it's not like this. Oh, after walking around the school for over half an hour, I finally found a nice looking spot. And no one was around. The sign on the door did say the roofs were off limits, but... Whoa, nice and relaxing. It was great to be alone, sick of everyone eyeballing me, so I'd better take a quick rest. I'd take a nap up there. What a hassle, there was nowhere for me to go. To be honest, I relied on Sylvie the second I was driven out of the classroom and headed for the dining hall. Even so, I didn't fit in there either. Sylvie and the others had taken the best seats in the back of the dining hall. They were surrounded by plenty of fancy-looking men and women. A commoner like me likely wouldn't be welcomed. I obviously wasn't shameless enough to waltz all the way to the back of the room in that social climate. Being new to the school left me in a bind with nowhere to go. Thank goodness the roof was open. So then, I still had half a day to go. Noble Private Academy. It certainly did seem to defy all expectations. Actually, I had done research online to brace myself for this yesterday. This academy had connections to various fields which enabled it to conduct its expert planning. Sorry, Jesus Christ. It's always this visual novel that I can't read. What's going on with me? Not only could one receive an exceptional education by attending this school, but they could also establish business relationships in their field of choice. The richest, most distinguished, and influential people were lured here, making Noble Private Academy into one of the most elite schools in the country. It was the sort of academy that all of the nation's elites were eager to attend, that only made some without any such rank, like myself, appear all the more inferior. All men are created equal in the eyes of heaven. But even if heaven did not make anyone superior or inferior, society would. Facts. It was just the way the world worked. In a certain sense, I could experience realistic human society firsthand while still a student. It may actually have been a well-designed education facility. It was pretty unsufferable being put on the inferior side, though. Luckily, the weather was as fantastic as Jokazaki said. My meal was tasty too. I hate her. Garbage. Yeesh. This sucked. Yeah, she sucks too. I practically scarfed down my lunch. Better hang out on the roof until the last second. Going back to class now would be like being thrown to the wolves. Ignoring the fact that I'd been branded a commoner, it understandably hurt to be told I stunk. I would just kill some time. And then I suddenly realized it stunk. What the heck? This rooftop reeked. Did it smell because of the gigantic water tank? No, it couldn't be. This wasn't the smell of humidity or rust, but of something much more familiar and almost suffocating. Cigarettes? I looked around me. There was no one else around or anyone who was smoking, for that matter. Maybe it was coming from below? Smoking. Well, clearly had to be a teacher. Smoking was prohibited at almost all schools nowadays, though. Considering what a haven for the high-demand Noble Academy was, I assumed they'd be apt to burn you at the stake for smoking in particular. Oh well, guess it doesn't matter. Does it not? I went back to the classroom in the nick of time. Luckily, all of the girls had left the scene. Eh? And there was even someone here I could talk to.
なんとか全部消せました。
You erased the drawings?
当然です。まったく人の教科書だと思っているのか。
I wish you'd left the new Ishikawa the Akuboku though. It's the first piece I've been proud of in ages.
やめてください。偉人を冒涜するような真似は旧石川啄木であるべきです。
It's not like former because there's no identity or anything. You haven't erased Madame Mercury though.
これはその制作者である君の気持ちも考えて残しておいてもいいと思いました。
Interesting.
決してそのおっぱいとかが理由ではないですよ。本当ですよ。
If you say so.
ただいまー。お腹いっぱいぱい。
シルビー様、歯を磨く時間を作るようにとあれほど。
What are you, her mom? God, irritates me. All three of them came
た
back.
だいま、オーラ。ねえオーラ、午後からはどうする？
What do you mean?
この学園、午後からの授業がエキスパートプランって言って全部自由選択だよ。
Ah. Half of the day was expert planning. That was mentioned in my transfer student guidelines, wasn't it? If we're free to choose, does that mean skipping is an option?
強制はされていないが安心しませんね。
Looks like I had no choice. But I wasn't really into anything in particular at the moment. What sorts of choices are you specifically? For example, what do all of you do?
私はピアノの時間に当てているの。でも一人じゃつまらないから音楽総合でみんなに混ざってやっているわ。被服業種科目総合選択。なんだっけ？ファッションのやつ。
私は体育総合に。
Physical education like that? Shit.
ある。今日は部活動の子たちがこの時間も来てほしいと言っていたわよ。
ですが。
ダメ。エルはフェンシング部の期待のエースなんだから。
自分は部に属したわけではありません。なまらないよう厄介になっているだけで。
いいから王女様の命令よ。
Uh,
わかりました。あちらに参加します。
music, fashion, and fencing. Maybe I should do one of those. Maybe I should do one of the same. Oh, okay, so this is where we choose. Swordplay sounds manly and adventurous. See, I actually like the idea of the swordplay. But I think, wow, this is a really kind of a difficult choice. Look, I like Sylvie, but her hobby is alright. Reina's is really cool. Let's start off with Sophie though. We have to start with Sophie just because it's by default, you know? I think. I don't know. But I'm gonna start with Sophie. F it.
オーラも一緒に来るの？
I'm counting on you. Anything musically related. I'm counting on you. Anything musically related seems easy enough to get into.
楽しみ。
Someone looked less than amused, but I decided to ignore her. Fashion and fencing didn't really click with me, but it could be a good... You know what? Let me go back. I think I'm gonna save it here, just in case. Fashion and fencing didn't really click with me, but it could be a good icebreaker for conversational purposes. And so we headed for the classroom. What does the musical ensemble do exactly?
今日は合わせることはないはずだから、初めてのオーロでも大丈夫よ。オーロは何の楽器で参加するの？
Could I choose? Instrument? Let me choose an instrument, please. I was naive. Noble Academy was designed to cultivate top-notch students in every form or fashion. It would be fine if I were a second-rate student. However, I could only blend in with the rest of the class if I actually had some semblance of music know-how. Thank goodness it was only my first day transferring in. I played it up like, I'm weighing my options, tee-hee. Got there and treated me like someone just taking a tour. Given the occasion, I watched Sylvie. She tapped away at the ivory keys with the pads of her with the keys of her fingertips. Everyone else put serious effort into playing their respective instruments, but wow, she was breathtaking. There were other pianists in the group, specifically 2 men and 7 women. Dang. But Sylvie stood out spectacularly among the rest. She didn't just look the part. She was fantastic. The others couldn't possibly hold a candle to her beauty or gorgeous figure, and the mere act of Sylvie placing her hands upon the piano was captivating enough that I desperately wanted to make a painting out of it. That was just the tip of the iceberg. She was also an incredible pianist. Heck yeah. I found comfort in the light, yet graceful way she moved her fingers along the keys. Even an amateur like myself could tell. Sylvie was already a top-notch pianist.
さすがシルビア様ね。本当に滑らかだわ。ピアノってこんなに滑らかに音が出るものなのね。
ウィーンの VSO がすぐにもメンバーに入れるとおっしゃったそうだけど、王族相手のお世辞ってことはなさそうだね。
Everyone else spoke her praises too. Sylvie really was an incredible girl. So this girl. Ninth sword-alleged princess Sylvia the Cruz Crown. Beautiful, uninhibited, somewhat unwillful, and rash princess. That was the impression I had of her based on her behavior from yesterday. But she had powerful charisma that the knights admired so dearly. That wasn't something she earned merely through her status as a princess. All of the knights had fallen in love with the person she was, watching her, here and now, made that abundantly clear. Taking a step further, that explained the hostile glares I got from my classmates for being on friendly terms with Sylvie. I wasn't so much out of disbelief that a woman like her, who was so out of my league, would get close to someone like me. But more so their own inability to speak with Sylvie fueled their childishly simple jealousy towards me. Especially since we were off the opposite sex. Where did her charisma come from? I can't say for sure since we'd only known each other for a day, but a soul of that charm could definitely be found in these piano skills. She do be good with pianos though. The end. Before I knew it, Sylvie concluded her musical performance and the students around us began to applaud. I tried to voice some impressions of my own, but...
ねえオーロ、私はもう満足したし、他へ行かない？
Huh?
行きましょうよ。他にも見学しましょう。オーロに合う授業を見つけたいわ。
Oh, interesting. She tugged me outside by the hand. Sylvie, are you sure?
いいの。時間的にもう今日は弾けそうにないもの。それより、オーロとお散歩したいわ。
She smiled sweetly. My face was on fire. I was blushing because of how beautiful she was, right? Not because of how captivating she was, right? Right. Though we did have a chaperone. We walked around the school together.
にしてもオーロ、楽器は苦手だったのね。どうして音楽総合を選んだの？
Dang. I can actually sing pretty well. Loosely translated, I felt competent with singing karaoke.
歌か。聞きたいわ、オーロの歌。
My throat hurts at the moment, so I won't be able to do for a while.
残念。
I headed back to the classroom. Are we allowed to go home now?
はい。転校初日、これで完了です。お疲れ様でした。
So tired. I was exhausted from the bottom of my heart. It had been forever since I'd gone to school. Well, that was part of it, anyway. Noble Academy was, how should I put this? Intense. Our studies, people's gazes, and the educational policies. I was worn out from how dense everything was. You could also call it enriching, but still.
すっかり録音時君に取り入ったな、あいつ。
生意気よね、庶民のくせに。
This particular aspect had undoubtedly worn me down.
大変でしたね、市松さん。
I guess.
ノーベル学園は超一流を輩出するための学園というか英才教育機関。慣れないうちは大変な思いをすると思います。
It would have been nice to be a woman just so we could throw hands at her.
別のところに移るなら全力で応援しますよ。いつでも私を頼ってください。
This your girl, Daniel? Thanks for the offer. Yeesh. Hey, my classmate's scornful eyes suddenly grew envious the moment Sylvie showed up. These glares felt fantastic. Definitely a relaxing effect.
ねえオラ、私この後メロンパンを買いに行くの。一緒に行かない？
Melon bread, huh? Something sweet does sound good. Oh, sorry. I really need to finish moving into my new place and getting unpacked.
そうなの。残念。
Just go! Go! What are you doing? What a bum. I'd actually like to ask you a favor. Would you help me unpack?
それも面白そうかも。
Heck yeah, at least he's spending time with her.
シルビーをパシるの？我らがソルティレージュ第9王女シルビア様に対しユニークな提案です。
She's just gonna be on our sack until the end of this route. I know she will. That's not it. Go enjoy your melon bread, Sylvie. It's not like I had any large items or luggage, so it'd probably be fine. Oh, right. My luggage aside, I still haven't heard where I'll be staying.
エキスナが説明したはずでが。
She explained it, but I'm not sure where it's actually at. Some of my stuff had already been delivered too. I'd assume I'm moving into the Academy-owned dorms, right? Where are they? Huh? Russell. The whole classroom seemed to start. Even Kikuchiyo was acting weird.
手続きをしたのは私たちだが、何か問題が？
タバレロ様が。
いえ、問題というわけではないのですが。
Just say it. It looked like you were struggling to elaborate further.
あやか。早く帰るわよ。
Someone beat up Ayaka for me, please. What the heck was going on? Good
寮
question.
に案内したいが、今日はフェンシング部に顔を出す約束をしていて。
僕が案内しますので、ご心配なく。
かたじけない。
On that note, I headed outside with Kikuchiyo.
そこのところでもう横にそれます。見落とすと分かりにくいですね。
I see. Although our destination was nearby, we took a path that was easy to get lost on. Having Kikuchiyo around to act as my guide was a huge help. And then, something unusual about the dorm? I asked him point blank. It was probably difficult to talk about in front of Ele-san, who was the one who referred me, but...
はい。決して問題があるわけではないのですが。本来、ノーブル学園は全寮制。生徒は全員、寮に入ることが予定されていました。
Oh, it's not now? The school advertised it as such before it officially opened its doors.
全校生300人分の寮は予定されたのですが、設計された建物は1部屋3人で入るものでした。これが生徒たちから不評を買ったのです。たった12畳の部屋に3人は住めないと。
I guess that would be a little tiny for some, but was it really that big of a deal? The way I saw it, a room like that would be massive for a single person. Then again, the rich may feel differently. If it were 214 square feet, then that would mean each person would be given about 71 square feet of space. That would feel kind of cramped.
学園側はその要望を組み、1人1部屋。結果、寮の収容人数は100人まで減ることになりました。
What about the other 200?
丘を下ったところにあるアパートを学園が買い取って当てているそうです。まあそこを使っているのは30人くらい。他はマンションを買うか、3年間駅前のホテルを借りるかする方が多いですが。
Of course, rich people would do that. Where are you staying?
うちの152番目の別荘がすぐそばにありまして。
This hoity-toity sounding conversation continued, but I could accept anything after befriending a princess not 24 hours prior. I'm surprised I managed to get a room at the dorms then.
ゲスト用として 常に5部屋は空けているようですよ。もし諸外国のセレブが転入を望んだ時、迅速に受け入れられるように。
Pretty calculating of them. That means getting a room here is even more difficult. Wouldn't it be an issue for a commoner like me to move in?
そう思ってらっしゃる方も多いやもしれません。やはり寮は便利なので、望んで入れない方は毎年多いです。
I only got in due to extenuating circumstances, so I guess everyone was expressing their dissatisfaction with the system by directing it at me. Oh well, maybe that was inevitable.
ただ、それより問題なのは、
Kichio, can you just get straight to the point? Really?
はい、こちらが本題です。さっきも述べた通り、寮から溢れた方は丘の下に住むしかない。つまり、毎朝この坂道を登らなければならない。
Ah, it's not really steep, but it is long. That's what she said. The academy was fairly deep in the foothouse, so it was ways off. I hadn't really noticed it yesterday, but the thought had occurred to me earlier this morning. Anyone who lives in the dorms has anyone who lives in the dorms has I can't read. Anyone who lives in the dorms has a much shorter commute. Is that why they're jealous?
ええ、やっかみもそうです。だがそれ以上に体力の話です。自然と寮に住める人間を選ぶときは、レディーファーストが適用されるのです。
本当に来たわ、あの庶民。ここって女子寮じゃありませんの？
Huh?
名目上は男女共用。もともと男女全員が入れる仕様ではあるんだよ。今はマストで女子オンリーなだけで。
Seriously? Inside was a garden of women. It was high time for people to get home from school. Droves of students were heading inside, but they were all women.
明文化されたことではないので、カバレロさんたちには伝わっていなかったようですね。
Oh. Pursuing pretenses and reading the mood is a large part of the Japanese culture, after all.
逆に読めないこともまたシルビアさんやカバレロさんの魅力かもしれませんね。では僕はこれで。
Wait, don't leave me. I caught Kikuchi as he tried to escape.
話してください。この空気耐えられません。
No crap, of course it would be with all these women eyeballing us. Shut up, don't run away. My lord, commoner's in trouble, my lord.
そう言われては、貴族として放っておくわけには。
Thank goodness he was easy to handle. My sister's swinging around the boom. Alright.
何君、この寮に何か用？ここ女の子しかいないんで、入り口で立ってると変な目で見られますよ、先輩。
Yeah. I headed to the corner. What a pain. It was, unofficially, a woman's dorm. Even with two men standing outside, no one assumed they lived here. The dorm itself was what you'd expect from a rich school, and it was more than adequate for students to live in. It looked more like a hotel than a dorm, especially with how pristine and well decorated it was. The second you walked through the front door, there was a terrace where students could relax. Was that a convenience store? Was that a convenience store inside? It even had a Starbucks-looking coffee stand next door. I heard of rich schools having convenience stores on campus before, but I assumed it was rare for them to also be inside the dorms themselves. Oh, there were even restrooms inside the shop. The placards on the bathroom doors depicted a little man in blue on one and a red woman on the other. The right door led to the men's bathroom, which meant that this was not a woman's dormitory.
いやー、最近ちょっと硬くてさ。お野菜もちゃんと食べなきゃダメですよ、先輩。
These young women walked in like it was only natural, though, which meant the men's bathroom was fair game. It was painfully clear to me how unwelcome men were here, and judging by their stares, something peculiar had entered the mix. If it was Ayaka, I'm gonna be mad. Boys sneaking around at the woman's dorm. Made sense. Did it? Was I seriously going to live here? Could I possibly get the 100 people who lived here to accept me?
市松さん、ようこそ。
Ah, hi. A familiar face had come to greet me.
本日からここにお住まいだそうで、クラスだけでなく寮生としても同窓ですね。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, Yeah.
見ての通り、今や女子寮と化している場所ですので、よっぽどずうずうしくても男子の身では入りにくいかと思いましたが、歓迎しますね。別のお住まいを探すならいくらでも協力しますので、いつでもおっしゃってください。おっと、その前に新しい学校を
I
探
can't
す方
tell
が
if she's
先
being
ですか。
sincere or not. I hate that. Despite her snidely aggressive tendencies, compared to the bizarre glitters from everyone else, I was grateful to have her here just because she knew my situation.
そうそう。今さっきですけど、今現在寮に住んでる女子全員に市松さんがここに住む旨と事情をメールしました。
はあの彼ここに住むのかい？
ここ女子寮なんじゃないんですか、先輩。
本人の強い希望によりゲストルームへドン引き。
転校生さん、初めての男性ですよね。どんな人なんでしょう。近づいちゃダメ。まだ虚勢もしてないのよ。転校初日からあのシルビア王女にちょっかいかけたという命知らずなオスなのよ。私たちも危ないんじゃ。
What did her email say? Show me.
レディーの指針を除くなんて褒められませんよ。
Sneak, sneak. Noble.
すいません。しかしもう無理です、庶民様。貴族を家に帰らせてください。
あらあら、入居した庶民はあの六音寺の御曹司を相手に怒鳴り散らすほど凶暴な危険人物。
Dang it. That's enough. How about you tell me where my room is?
ええ、こちらへどうぞ。
I hate Ayaka. I headed toward the terrace while bearing the full brunt of the stairs. There were clusters of rooms on the other side of the terrace, but the room she guided me to was the closest to us on the first floor. There was at least 214 square feet. It was huge. Not only had my luggage been delivered, but several pieces of furniture were already assembled and ready for me. Hey, not bad. Phew.
こんなところでしょうか。
Yeah, I'd say so. I opened 2 cardboard boxes and rearranged the provided
こ
furniture.
ちらの段ボールは？
Just some recreational and hobby related stuff, so be careful.
そうですか。では手伝いもここまでということで。
Yeah, thanks Kikuchiyo. I feel like I kind of turned you into an errand boy.
いえいえ、困っている庶民を助けるのは貴族の務めですから。もっと言えば、今外に出られませんから。
That's true. Since this room was closest to the terrace, we could clearly hear all of the faint ramblings coming from the other side of the walls. There were a decent number of girls chatting amongst themselves about my new room. I wasn't so much about my room specifically, but more so the fact that a savage commoner screamed and forced his way inside a woman's dorm. I already had my hands full with my crappy classmates. I didn't even expect things to be just suffocating here too.
もうしばらくお邪魔させてください。ほとぼりが冷めた頃、
The
こ
excitement.
そっと帰ります。
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I felt guilty for causing him so much trouble, especially when we had only just met.
うん。
With that, Kikuchiyo looked around the room.
やはりこれといった品はなし。どれも既製品ばかり。オーロ君はやはり皆さんのおっしゃる通り、特徴のある家柄ではないのですね。
You can just be blunt and say I'm poor.
そうですね。貧乏です。
Hey, we're all poor here. At least I am. I'm starting to get a better read on you the more time we spend together. He wasn't a bad guy, but he was severely lacking in the common sense department. Well, you know what, Otto? Everyone is lacking common sense department. Everyone. All your classmates are. They all sound like a bunch of bakas. God, especially Ayaka. I'm sorry, Daniel, but she's the biggest baka of them all. Oh, God. Probably like the rich guy from the earlier manga chapters of Coach Kame. What? Why does it have an asterisk? I'm confused.
こう言うと失礼ですが、クルス・クラウンさんとはどこでお知り合いになったので？
Oh, you see, it's a funny story. I kind of finessed her from her guards.
昨今はインターネットはじめ出会いの場は多いですが、にしても気になってしまいます。
Well, we kind of ran into each other on the street, started talking, and became fast friends. I hadn't lied.
そうですか。縁は稲もの味なもの。 ですね。
Facts. More or less. I had no interest in joking around with Kikuchiyo about this topic any further. Alright, I wasn't sure, so I should probably ask. Is sortilege really... I'm gonna say sortilege, I know there's an accent on the E, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Is sortilege really some sort of, like, gigantic country? I had heard the name a lot, but knew nothing more about the country itself. The only info I could find online suggested that it was a pro-Japanese country, which gave me a little to go off of.
小さな大国ですよ。そして今後、小さな超大国になるやもしれない。21世紀の産業を考えれば、日本にとっての存在感は相当なものです。
How so?
立ち位置や地政学などで、すでにある程度価値の動きにくい米国中国に比べれば、ずっと気を使う相手かと。
I didn't know much about country affairs, but I got that it was probably astounding.
ソルティレージは現在、人工知能プログラム、仮想通貨のブロックチェーンプロトコルなど、ソフト技術で世界を席巻しており、日本は飛行機、リニア、水素発電とハード技術で世界からの需要で溢れています。さらにソルティレージには複数の特許的優位な軍需産業も。
Like that toy they turned into a high-powered laser weapon?
これら軍需企業が日本の技術をいくつか欲しており、同時に軍隊および軍需産業を持てない日本にとって提携するのに非常に旨味のある相手でもある。お互いのアピールポイントの都合、そして何より共に皇室王室と歴史の境を大事にする国民性から両国は極めて良好な状態を築いています。何でもソルティレージ王室の第一王女は結婚相手に日本人を推薦したとか。
That's incredible. All of the technical stuff aside, sortilege seems to have a good relationship with Japan at the state level. What would happen if things turned volatile between the two?
一生恨まれるでしょうね。ソルティレージュにも日本の全国民にも。
Ooh. I was in a more astounding situation than I originally thought. Thank goodness they didn't label me as a kidnapper yesterday. Otherwise, they probably would have killed me.
なぜそんなことを聞くので？
Hypothetically speaking, with as good of friends as we are, what do you suppose would happen if Sylvie and I were to get in a fight or something?
やめてください。日本国民として生きた心地がしません。
Would it really be that bad? That's when I realized there was no way out of this situation anymore.
話していたら喉が渇きましたね。
Yeah, I worked up quite a sweat after moving all those boxes around. I'll grab some drinks. Are you okay with ramen? Ramen. I pulled out 2 ramen bottles that I had brought with me. They were room temperature, but they would be perfect given how cold it was today.
何ですこれ？ジュースでしょうか？買った！蓋の部分が全然取れない。硬すぎます。
Oh yeah, I did the same thing when I was a kid. He didn't seem to know about ramen at all. And then...
陣中の時間だ。
Alright, who is it?
くず流戦。
I was bombarded with 9 instantaneous strikes. What's your problem?
陣中見舞いよ。
Ah, thanks. I appreciate the support, but why use the punish sides technique to do it? I helped myself to the soda and chips she brought with her in exchange for playing along and letting her use me as a punching bag.
うんうん。片付け終わって手伝わなくて良さそうな時間を狙ってきたけど、ちょうどっぽい？
Yeah, perfect timing. Kikuchiyo was a huge help.
おや、キサキさん。
スキクちゃん。ラムネの蓋取ろうとしてるの？そんなにビー玉好きだっけ？ドーン！
Reina didn't hesitate to jump onto my bed. Hey, this is my room, and I haven't even gotten the chance to use it yet.
いいじゃん、これくらい。ぽよーんぽよーんぽいーん。
Ah, now she's breaking into bed springs. She has stolen 2 of the biggest thrills you could get when moving in.
まあまあ。あら、キクちゃん。この部屋のトイレもう使った？
Not yet.
初トイレいただき！
Bruh. Hey, you, hold it. The door to the bathroom was all too cruelly closed.
実はちょっと溜まってたんだよね。
Alright, Reina. Hey, wait. It's my room and you're planning to take my bathroom's virginity too?
いいじゃん。さすがにボンジョルノしないから、 あまりだから。
Fine. That would leave the biggest thrill of a new bathroom intact, huh? I'll allow it. But no big ones. We're right out here, so we'll be able to hear it if you do.
オーロ君、女性のそういうことに聞き耳を立てるのはいかがかと。
You're right. I lost my cool. I walked back over to the
初
Kikuchi.
ベッドとか初トイレとか不思議なこだわりがあるのですね。
You don't?
全然。
What a weirdo. Oh, I guess you'd get used to living in a brand new place if you got over 100 vacation homes.
確かに。
That's a very common like sentiment, huh? Breaking in a new bed or bathroom could be exciting in its own way. It wasn't like the sort of thing happened every day. Even breaking in a new bed at a hotel could be exciting if you let it. True, true. That was apparently a sensation lost on mobiles.
ああ、さっぱりした。タオル借りたよ。
Sure, if it's just a towel. Wait, her hair was wet. Hey, you even broke in the shower? She's fast.
私もラムネ飲みたい。もらうね。
Reina raided the fridge without asking. Pop, she rounded up the edge of her towel, used it to press in the marble, and opened up the bottle with ease. She was acting like she owned the place. Yeesh.
風呂上がりはこれだ。
This ticked me off a little bit, but... sorry. A cute girl... We're going after Sylvie. Gotta be loyal. A cute girl, fresh out of the shower, was relaxing on my bed. With that thought in mind, I guess I couldn't complain too much. This is gonna be the thumbnail. With that thought in mind, I guess I couldn't complain too much. Sounds like a car starting up. There was a stark contrast between her and Kikuchiyo, as she was still struggling to open his bottle. Reina, are you poor?
急に何？
That came out wrong. As Kikuchiyo would say, are you more of a noble or a commoner like me?
ああ、
Reina skillfully caught the marble within the neck of the bottle and downed that beverage in a single jug.
親は年収300万。うち150をパチスロに突っ込むロマンあふれる弓追い人にございます。
Jeez. Simple enough of a self-introduction to
そ
follow.
っちは？
My parents aren't much for slots and are a bit more reliable than that. But we definitely don't have a maid or butler.
なら私側だ。
Noble Academy sure has high standards. What's your family like, Kikuchiyo?
僕への面通しが叶う執事だけで80人ですね。
Jesus Christ.
その下にはもう10倍ほどいるはずですが。
Got it. Open the ramen, Noble.
かってー。
I probably shouldn't say this, but it's strange that you're friends with a certain princess.
友情はね、どこにでも芽生えるから友情なのさ。バイ、どっかの名言言いそうな誰か。てか、オーロは人のこと言えねえ
On
か。
God, Olo, shut up. Poor boy. Book boy. I have my reasons. My three options were to lose an arm, be locked up, or become her friend. Facts. I didn't think actually becoming friends with Sylvie was a bad thing, though. Unlike me, I'd heard that this girl had worked her way into Sylvie's inner circle the right way. She did seem to be well spoken. I'd completely opened up to her in a day's time, too.
オーロも仲良くした方がいいよ。キクション以外にも友達作ってさ。
Kikuchon.
そうそう。外のみんながえってえ殺気立ってたけど、何かしたの？
No. I didn't. This is all just a misunderstanding. No, not so much a misunderstanding.
あやかっちにはめられた？
Yes. She asked after taking out her cell phone. It looked like she'd received the same email Yugasaki had sent out earlier. If you know that much, then I'll make this quick. As a fellow commoner, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
みんなの誤解を解いてとかなら無理。
What? That was quick. She single-handedly destroyed all of my hopes. I'm begging you, they're treating me like I'm some sort of criminal.
ああ、うんうん、言われてる。
She showed me her cell phone. What? It appears she was chatting with her friends outside over Luin. You mean line? The hate speech seemed to be building up at an alarming rate on the other side of that door.
悪いやつじゃないくらいは言っとくよ、一応。
I'm counting on you. That was a little comforting to hear. As far as my impressions off my first day at this new school went, the richest school in Japan sure isn't kind to commoners.
だね。
Every last one of them was making fun of commoners. Kikuchiyo wasn't mocking us, but he definitely saw us as distinctly different creatures. as distinctly different creatures. It was probably a given in the world of nobles. That sort of behavior is one of the first things governors of certain Middle Eastern countries taught their heirs. Commoners aren't like us. They aren't human, so there's no need to pity them. They are all disposable. It was irritating from a commoner's point of view, but it was an essential sentiment for nobles. It would be easy to raise a rich, magnanimous scion who might one day come to care about commoners and bring their lineage to ruin. That was why nobles educated their children that way. Perhaps it was inevitable that the students of Noble Academy, who congregated here from across Japan, looked down upon us commoners. I wasn't enough of a child to get angry over it. It's just irritating.
私も最初は苦労したっけ。
This has happened before? You're so chatty with everyone though. What happened?
普通に化粧の話とかで寄ってってそのまま。
Would it work out as long as you were as sociable as she was? Considered myself to be quite eloquent, but it won't be easy to recover from being thought of as a criminal.
まあ厳しい子多いけどね。あやかっちとか。
Yeah, we know. She sure is. As of this moment, she was my biggest adversary. This was beyond being looked down on. She considered commoners to be a nuisance for being at this academy, as well as occupying the same space as her. She was determined to drive me out, wasn't trying to hide how badly she wanted me to leave. I hate people like her. Jesus Christ. The more time passes, and then the more I'm like, Daniel, why? Why? Was she traumatized by a commoner or something?
知らない。
I noticed Reina's expression suddenly grew serious. What was that all about? No sooner did I think that she flashed a sudden smirk.
よかった。メンタル大丈夫みたいだね、オーロ。転入直後にツラタンだったから、今頃真顔が止まらなくなってるかもって思ってきてみたんだけど。
I like Reina's personality a lot. Team Reina. Reina claimed she came by to cheer me up, so I guess she was worried about me. I'll be fine if that's all they throw at me. Sure, I was being bullied, but mercifully, rich people had an elegant way of bullying you. They didn't inflict any direct physical harm. It wasn't bad enough yet to be considered real hardship.
よしよし、それなら楽しむとしましょうか。
Huh?
オーロくんのプライベート拝見。こいつがプライベートボックス？
She pulled out a sealed cardboard box. I guess she was done fuzzing over me. There are things inside the box I wouldn't want anyone to see, I guess.
だから漁るんじゃん。
Made sense.
ちゅうわけで、ウェイ！
She opened it up without hesitation. What was in that box again? I was in too much of a rush yesterday to really have a chance to sort through out my
ねえ
belongings.
ねえオーロ、面白いもんある？エロいもん希望。
Naughty stuff. Well, I suppose there is.
えげちいのあるかなって一発目でおエッチなお本を発見した。おいおい、本当に出るかよ。あれ？反応なし。
I don't know whether you're some closeted porn reading perv or one of those sexy gal types, but both would be valid personalities for you.
羞恥心は？
I'm not going to act shamed in front of someone who shamelessly digs through another person's belongings without permission. Those porno mags were a spur of the moment purchase at a convenience store, but they're pretty shabby and I don't care for them much. It would be pretty embarrassing if she saw what I was actually into, but porn you didn't. What? It would be pretty embarrassing if she saw what I was actually into, but porn you didn't care about was just fresh colored paper.
チェ
Reina tossed the magazine aside. Weren't you looking for something naughty?
恥ずかしがるオーロが見たいだけでおっぱいが見たいなら自分のがあるし。
True, true. Good point.
このラムネとやらなかなか蓋が取れないな。
But I was still struggling with the
汗を
bottle.
かいてしまいました。休憩しますか。おや、
Uh-oh.
この本は一体。わあ！
Oh, the boob lover found it.
失礼な。誰がおっぱいが好きだと。おっぱいがその。うわあ！おっぱいがいっぱいだ。
キクチョン体勢なさそうだもんね。
Is this your first time looking at porno mags?
当たり前です。こんな不死だらな。こんな。うわあ！おっぱい！
You can have it. Call it a gift for helping me out.
こういう感じの反応がオーロにもあればな。
Oh no. I did bring a few of them after all. Wait, whoa, not that one.
なんでそっちのと一緒じゃん。違うといえばちょっと古いのと。ページがなんかパリパリ。
What the fuck? Yeah, bro. That's because you could say that was the first one that tended to my needs. Oh, dude. What the f-
このパリパリは
That's nasty. I wonder why it's gooey when it comes out but turns crunchy when it dries. Oh no. She's Oh man. That's what she gets for being nosy. You don't need to sniff
えっ
it.
と確認のために聞くけどこれって
My partner graduating from virginity.
最悪かよ
Reina tossed it away. How could she treat my first love so terribly? I rushed to affectionately retrieve the abandoned magazine.
だねえなも
On God.
うなんか他にないのこう適度にオーロが挙取る程度の適度なエロさのエロさのこの段ボール全部エロかよ
Jesus Christ. Huh? Seriously? I deemed all of it essential and packed a decent amount, but between the porno mags, DVDs, Blu-rays, and game... Wow, this man is really down bad. Jesus Christ. You're right. Well, these are all essentials, so there's no escaping half of it being porn.
探してはいたけど多すぎもうあった
Not cool, man.
ん
What?
なんかこのエロ本エロゲエロビデオ全体的に傾向が似てない
I don't know what you're talking about.
両辱謹慎ハードエロあでもこっちは純愛甘エロおねしょとおじろエロの種類が散らばってるかな
Yeah, that's right. I'm not really picky, so I never got fixated on one specific
で
fetish.
もなんか全体に共通点がある
ん
これ女の子が全部黒髪ロングだ
I can see why a yaku. Okay, well, that makes sense. What do you mean? I haven't got a clue. Oh, but you're right. There are a lot of girls with long black hair. Wow, coincidental bias sure is a scary thing, huh?
へえオーロ黒髪ロングフェチかよ
It's not a fetish. It's certainly not extreme enough to be a fetish. For whatever reason, no matter the medium that covers that cut, my eyes always end up featuring women with long black hair.
ぶっこいても無駄無駄
Ugh.
なんだよ照れて可愛いかよ
She finally got her grubby hands on some good heckling material. My face, unsurprisingly, was beet red.
にしても黒髪ロングフェチあれってことはオーロ的には私みたいな髪は NG?
I wouldn't say that, but it does make me wonder why you dye it.
チェブリー
She
チ
dyed
大
it?
変なんだぜ、
What?
あなんか悟った悟り開いた
Huh? Reina shot me an awkward smirk. What's that all about?
オーロ学園でフルボッコされても平気だったんだ
I hate it.
うちの学園の女子が黒髪ロングばっかりだったからだ
Ugh.
てかここが女子寮って分かった後びくつきながらも逃げずに住もうとしてるのもここの子たちほぼ全員黒髪ロングだからだ
They're gonna have our boy acting up.
下げ入ってると思って損したノーブル生活満喫中じゃん
Well, Noble Academy. From what I'd seen, they were mostly high school class girls in attendance, and none of them seemed mischievous or trendy enough to dye their hair. Most of the girls I'd encountered, both at school and here at the dorm, had black hair, so of course I was excited. Not in any way worth mentioning, jeez.
少なくともあやかっちにいてこまされても平気なのはそこが原因しょ
No. No. Sorry, Odo, but no. 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 If I think about how much I like to grab onto those black hairs of hers, then I can ignore most of her nasty behavior. Jesus Christ. That must have tickled her funny bone pretty hard as Reina proceeded to smack the bed and shouted with laughter.
よいせ
She immediately started fiddling with her phone. What is she doing? Lorraine?
寮の子全員に送信しようと思って。転入生は黒髪ロングには無条件で優しいらしいよって。
Knock it off! She was going to bruise my already tainted reputation. Quickly confiscated her cell phone. Once again, Reina broke out into an uncontrollable giggle fit.
いやー、でもならうちの学園は最高だよ。うちで髪染めてる子なんてほんのちょっとだもん。私と友達に何人かと、あと彼女くらいかな。
At that moment. Huh?
ごめんなさい、もう読みません。
Loud banging noise came from the neighboring wall.
あ
That
ー、
was...
壁ドンかっこ隣人編だね。騒ぎすぎた。
Yeah. Sounds like Reina's laughter had disturbed them. I heard this was one of the guest rooms. There's someone next door.
っていうか、オーロはゲストルーム使う2人目だから。
Did that mean there was another transfer student before me? What are they like?
可愛い子だよ。仲良くなるのはちょっと無理なんだけど。
Even you can't manage it? This concentrated massive conversational prowess couldn't get along with her then. She sounded like a tough nut to crack. Maybe it would be best if I didn't get involved with her.
続きは静かに漁りますか。こっちの段ボールは。
Regardless of how I felt, Reina continued digging throughout my belongings and opened another box filled with basic sundries. Sundries?
なんか普通。
I'm just like everyone else, though that would only make sense.
漫画に漫画に漫画に漫画。あれだね。参考書的なブレは一切ないね。
Well, yeah, I'm an average guy.
あ、これポストカード？
Crap, she saw. What is it? Oh. It was different from the manga or porn goods she'd seen before. These really were my personal items.
マリア・ビショップ。オーロも好きなんだ。
What? I figured she'd just ignore it and move on, but she continued. You know her?
知ってるも何も最近人気じゃん。日本の音楽業界最後の歌姫って。
Yeah, they do. That's a celeb crush. Interesting. I responded as calmly as possible. She's aight. The song stressed Maria Bishop. Between CD and concert sales, as well as online downloads, the Japanese music industry was unable to accurately tabulate one's popularity. However, everyone was talking about Maria Bishop. Fans seemed to lose their minds whenever a new song was announced online too. So-called divas were big in Japan some time ago. They were rampantly commercialized with CDs and concerts the moment their name got out, and would eventually be seen as nothing more than an amateur singer. We, the consumers, rejected that level of commercialization as hard as we could, but only the trillions of online views and hundreds of millions of downloads mattered, and they showed no signs of stopping. After simultaneously winning musical awards in America and the United Kingdom, Japanese TV stations and the internet became equally obsessed with Maria.
いいよね、この子。歌は綺麗だし、こびないし。
She's aight. She doesn't do talk shows or anything either. Maria would occasionally appear on television, but she'd never gone on the sort of programs hosted by entertainers or sunglasses wearing old men. She would simply sing one of her songs and then promptly leave. The fact that she wasn't a sellout and made seldom appearances at massive venues over the last few years only made her seem even more charismatic. You could even say she had kicked the stereotype held by the TV and music industry since the 80s, which felt that singers have to be engaging squarely in the butt.
財界でも有名です。事務所に迎えられれば経済効果は計り知れないとか。
でかい事務所ではないんだってね。個人かな。そういうのに全部背を向けてるのもいいのよ。
まあそれはそれで、そうした売り方もあるのですが。
She's incredibly beautiful, so I'm sure she's made killing off good sales alone. Maria Bishop sure is great. She's fantastic.
黒髪ロングだしね。
Don't say it. That may have been how she'd caught my eye in the first place. Her black hair looked so long, it probably reached the floor when she stood upright. Then again, it was most definitely a wig of her hair extensions if it reached the floor. Maria Bishop. She's aight. I had no interest in celebrities, but this was one girl I'd love to meet, even just once. She's aight.
やっと練習が終わった。久しぶりだから少々驚いていますね。
Ella's way better than Maria.
迎えの約束まであと15分。やや早かったか。まあよい。このくらいならあっという間に。何か物音が。こっちか。
Who the freak? Is that Maria?
失礼ながら、あなたはノーブル学園の生徒で？まあどちらにしろ、ここは枯れ草も多い。喫煙は推奨できません。
誰もいないと思ったのに。
邪魔になったなら失敬。
行かないの？
迎えが来るまであと10分あります。10分間は見張らせていただく。邪魔に思われるやもしれないが、こちらもそうしたことを見逃せない性分ですので。
風情。
That's what I'm saying. I like this girl already.
ここにはよく来られるので？
たまに。
良いところです。昼はとても景色が良くて空気もきれいで、夜は少し怖いですね。きれいはきれいですが、それが逆に、特に湖はもう真っ暗で。
落ちたら確実に死ぬからな。受水自殺ってどう思う？
Me.
苦しいのかな？
文献によれば、この世で最も苦しい死に方は焼死、次が溺死だと聞きます。
死人が書いた本があるのかは知らないけど、文献が言うなら信じるかな。
貴公の私生活に踏み込むつもりはないが、自殺はタバコ以上に推奨できませんよ。
わかってるよ。こっちだって死にたいわけじゃない。ただここ、知ってるか？浜松湖湖畔。この湖はさ、永遠につながるってお話があんの。
永遠？
この湖に入ったものは輝ける永遠の時間へ旅立つことになるって。まあ要するに、ここ湖の中でも海に近くてつながってるから、入ると海まで流されて永遠に漂うってことらしいけど。
ああ、なるほど。
でも永遠ってのは憧れるよな。永遠の時間ってのは。自殺はしないって。2番目に苦しい死に方が永遠になったら困るしな。
そうですか。永遠の時間。確かに憧れる言葉です。私にも昔そんな時があった。いつまでも続いてほしい時間が。
10分じゃね。
ですね。では私はこれで。
そう。
It's nice to see Ella talking. Let's call her Ella. It's nice to see Elle finally talking without being a nag. Jesus Christ.
機会がありましたらまたいずれ。あと喫煙は進められませんよ。
That was definitely Maria in disguise.
いやー、ようやく笑けるもんが
That
出
was
てきた。
definitely Maria. That was definitely Maria. Calling it right now. That was Maria. But I'm gonna leave it on this note right here.
セーブするぞ。
We're gonna end it here. Well, that's our fourth girl, right? And Ayaka. I wonder how many we're missing still. But that for sure is Maria. I don't doubt it. Elda's cool, but she's annoying. Maria, I like her personality. She seemed... That's definitely Maria. I'm calling it now. That looks like Maria. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I feel like Maria has an interesting personality right off the bat. With that conversation she had with I don't know, but definitely my type of person. I feel Maria would be. Sylvie, she's just innocent, kind of looking, kind of dumb, but I really like how caring she is with the protagonist. Her musical talents are pretty interesting. As for Reina, it's definitely one of those that, you know, they annoy you, but they're funny. They're cool, you know. Daniel, right at the moment, I still don't see how Ayaka could be the best girl. I'm sorry, but maybe one day I'll understand. Maybe not. I don't know. But for sure, right now, I'm leaning on to Reina and Sylvie, if I'm being honest with you. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to drop that like, subscribe if you have not, and you made it this far. I mean, you made it this far. Why wouldn't you subscribe? And if you have any gaming recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be a visual novel. It could be. It could not be. It doesn't matter. Send me whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. I will get back to you, and I will check it out. And I'm gonna call it a video here, guys. I'm gonna end it right here. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, y'all be safe. And until next time, fellas.